Good morning, everybody. It's good morning for some people, not for me. Um, I'm going to be very honest, forthcoming, however you want to phrase it. I'm back here at the Estero Community Center. This is was pretty much my home base when I became homeless. Um, I was fed by the American Red Cross here. Uh, I did not sleep in their shelter. I did sleep in my van at the shelter many times, or in a shopping center, grocery store, parking lot. So as you're going to see by the title of the video, I've been torn on different titles. I don't want it to be the one title I wanted to use for the video. I didn't want it to be perceived as clickbait. I don't like that. I thought it was a very accurate um, it was going to be an accurate title, and that title I was going to use was going to be uh, death by cancer. Excuse me, let me adjust this camera. And the cancer would be the power of attorney for my mother. So I cringe every time I see that guy, because you can't imagine how much hate I have in me towards that individual. And it's well deserved, and it's well earned. Trust me. He rarely comes around to help my mother out, and he's the top dog. It's in black and white on paper, right? But he just loves that power. He just loves that power. He's on that power kick, right? He's probably lurking. He'll probably be one of the lurkers on this video. I know I have 3 lurkers. I'm pretty sure he's one of them. But 2 nights ago, I come back to my mom's residence, and I have the one bathroom, but for the most part, to myself. And I brush my teeth. I shower in the bathroom, and I use the toilet. Well, I come in to use the restroom 2 nights ago, and there's 2 cleaning products and a note from the power of attorney ordering me to clean the bathroom. The bathroom was not that bad. There was maybe a little bit of like toothpaste in the sink from brushing my teeth, and the toilet had whatever you call that, a little bit of hard water stains or whatever that's called. But the rest was fine. I've seen it worse. And I could point fingers at him, he could point fingers at me, and but I I could I could sense something was brewing, right? I could feel it. I I'm not Nostradamus or anything like that, but I could feel a storm was brewing. And I always try and pretty much stay to myself. When I'm at my mom's house, I just go out on the lanai and I'm on YouTube, and I don't mess with anybody's lives. I just stay to myself. So apparently he comes back the next day, which was yesterday, and all of a sudden he decides he's going to be the perfect son, right? So my mom had a bad dimmer switch in her dining room, and that's been like that for months. And he keeps talking about fixing it. So he decides he's going to fix it, right? I can't do electrical because of my color vision problem, and I don't want to fry myself. So when I pull up to the house, I see his vehicle, and I'm cringing because he's still around, right? I just try to stay as far away from him as possible. And I don't think that's a bad thing. That's just preventing a bad situation. So as as I expected, I'm out on the lanai on the laptop, and he comes out. He says, "Can we talk for a little bit?" And everybody knows when someone says, "Can we talk?" it means they're talking, and you're supposed to listen, right? So I politely and calmly said, "Yeah, if it's positive, yeah, we can talk." Well, he sits down, and nothing positive comes out of his mouth, right? So he's on this power kick, right? Proceeds to tell me that it's not working out, me living with my mom, right? And I'm like laughing internally to myself because this is exactly the kind of stuff I expect from him. I'm sorry, I'm at the park. There's some noise. There's some type of plane or something going by. I don't know what's going on. The guys are going to be coming around in their little John Deere's picking up the trash, so you may hear some noise coming. So he tells me it's not working out, right? And I'm laughing because he has no idea what I do there at the house. I'm always trying to make sure my mom's pills are taken care of, keeping her off the phone from predators. So sorry about that. Just feed her every night, and just it's just crazy. Just all the stuff he was saying was really um, what I would expect from him because I know what kind of individual he is. But so he tells me I have 60 days to get out, and that he's gonna be taking my mother to live with him in a place in Florida called Lake Placid. It's about 2 hours away, right? That's where he lives. So all of a sudden he's the perfect son. He's gonna sprinkle fairy dust on the whole situation and make everything better, right? Well, I already knew this was coming. So what he's setting up the 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 groundwork to sell her house. Her house is valued at approximately $575,000, 600,000, and it's paid for. So I let him talk, right? Sometimes like the more a conversation goes on, it becomes a battle, right? A battle. And so it goes on, right? So I'm just thinking to myself, right? Like, man, like I could take this guy out in a New York minute, just hand to hand combat, right? And there's nothing that would make me happier than to do that. But the other side of me is saying, just just keep your cool. Just keep your cool. So I really don't say much, right? I made a couple little brief statements. He starts barking back a little bit, and I didn't cower down to him. I just knew what was best for his own survival, and I was looking out for myself, and I was looking out for him. Believe it or not, not that I wanted to, but I knew what was best for the situation. So I'm I'm out in the lanai, and about I don't know how much time had passed, maybe a half hour, and I hear him talking to my mom, and all I keep hearing is my name, my name, my name, my name being mentioned, right? So I open up the sliding door, and I said, "What? Why do you keep throwing my name around? What are you what are you saying? You got to keep using my name, right?" And he starts getting pissy, right? So I said, "No." I said, "Tell me what do you keep saying, right?" And he didn't like how the stovetop looked, right? So he's blaming that on me. He's blaming everything on me, right? So I'm like, so now we get into a little bit of a, I'm going to call it a brief verbal disagreement, and the whole time I'm just literally buying time, right? Buying time. So sounds like one of those airplanes, the gliders or whatever. Not really a glider. It could be mosquito control. I don't know. But so I will tell you this, and this is straight from my heart. Here comes the guy on the John Deere picking up the trash. Fortunately, I'm probably not real close to the trash cans, but I hate my life, and people do not understand my life. You can't pick and choose your family. I truly believe that power of attorney. I do not believe we're blood relatives in any fashion. I truly believe that. Um, I will tell you, August is the worst time to be homeless in Florida. August, September. One, because it's hot as hell. You have all those hurricanes and violent storms, and my income at this time is not going to be able to sustain uh, rent anywhere. Since the pandemic and the last hurricane, housing went up 40 to 50% down here. It's ridiculous. It's like it doesn't make sense. So I do have a serious question. I don't know when or how I'm going to die, but I want to make sure that I can get a will prepared. I want a will that makes sure that that power of attorney has nothing to do with my affairs after I'm gone. And when I say I'm gone, whatever happens, I just do not want him at my funeral. I do not want him to speak for me, about me, see me, get any. I don't care if I have 10 cents left to my name. I do not want him to have it. I do not want anything. I don't want him to be a part of my life or death. So if anybody has any good suggestions on how to create a will that's legally binding, that's not going to cost me an arm and a leg, I'd be greatly appreciative for that. Today I was supposed to go to work at my part-time job. I did not sleep well last night. I barely slept. I was only going to work 4 hours today anyway, so that's not going to change my life. I did call them, gave them notice prior to me being late. Yeah, so it is one of those hang gliders with the parachute thing above. That's weird. I haven't seen one of them around here in a while. Just happened to be right above me when I'm doing a video. So there's so much more I want to share, but it's sad. You can't pick your family. You're stuck with the hand you're given. So I am very, very angry for so many things. I'm angry at my mom for letting this happen. I'm very angry. Then I am hold on, it sounded like this guy, his thing was stalling out. I didn't want to be witnessing an aviation crash. But so yeah, I'm very angry. I'm a very angry person. There's no way out of my situation. There's no way out of my situation. the best scenario would be for him to die. And and that sounds horrible, but that would be the best scenario. He keeps referring to all my mom's money as mine, this. My mom's had a cleaning service for many, many years, probably at least 5 years. And he brought that up, right? Saying, I keep paying for a cleaning service when you could be doing it, right? And I was biting my tongue because when he brought his 2 dogs over, there would be dog hairs everywhere, right? He wouldn't clean any of that stuff up. His one dog tore my mom's spare bedroom apart, literally clawed the walls, destroyed. He did a partial attempt to fix that. No, the freaking it's still in bad shape. But Mr. Perfect over there is just a piece of work. Everything's I. It's always about him, right? And the one thing that I've always hated about him is we're nothing alike. We are nothing alike. Everything he does and represents is what I don't want to be. So I'll probably be touching base on this a little bit more, a little bit later today, when I can get in front of the laptop and elaborate a little bit more on this topic. But that's how I feel right now. And I know people don't like to see drama on YouTube, but this is real life, folks. This is real life. This is the end of the road. May not be today, may not be tomorrow, but it's pretty damn close. So, and please, the one thing I don't want to read in the comments, I know it's not meant to be offensive, but if you say, I'll pray for you, that's not doing anything for me. That's not doing anything for me. And this is not a call for finances like that one person out there thinks. This is me just sharing my life and telling you what's up. I really, really want to say so much. I don't know where to start. I don't know where to end. But I'm trying to give you a general heads up. I was trying to start to work on some things to help other people like veterans, fallen Arkansas veterans. I have a feeling all my assistance and all my good deeds that I try to do for people, I think those are over. Not that I don't want to do them. I am just zapped of life, zapped of motivation. I am just zapped, tapped out, emotionally dry. As you can see right now, I don't even have a tear in my eye. I don't. I have a lot of pain in my heart and a big pain in my ass. So I just wanted to touch base with people. You're probably not going to see a lot of me. You're going to see a different person when you do see me. And I can't apologize for being me. That's just who I am. I'm really sorry. I've always wanted to do amazing things with my life. That dangling carrot, that false piece of hope has always been in front of me, right? Always been in front of me. Somebody always snatches it from me. And when you have a parent that gives someone the power and ability to ruin your life, I don't consider that good parenting. It's not fair. There's no way in hell you can tell me there's not favoritism by parents. Maybe not every family does that, but I can tell you there is definitely favoritism in this family. this BS thing we call family down here in Bonita Springs, Florida. Sorry about this glider, folks. I'm gonna tap out. I might touch base with you later, folks. And I pray nobody has to go through what I'm going through. I truly mean that. Thank you.